I never thought I'd find myself in this situation, but here I am. My husband, the man I trusted with every fiber of my being, has been lying to me about our finances. And now, we're in a financial hole so deep, I don't know how we'll ever climb out of it. It's not just about money, it's about trust, security, and the future I thought we had planned out together. When we first made the decision for me to quit my job, it seemed like the right choice. My husband was making $140,000 a year, a solid salary that should have easily supported our family. I was making $30,000 a year at the time, and with daycare costs being what they are, it didn't make sense for me to keep working. We had 2 young children, and we crunched the numbers 100 different ways. Our combined mortgage and home equity loan were $2,000 a month, and our car payments were $500 a month. We weren't swimming in luxury, but we were comfortable. We weren't supposed to have any credit card debt. We were supposed to be fine. At the time, my husband was all in on the idea of having kids. He wanted to be a father just as much as I wanted to be a mother. This wasn't some situation where I pressured him into anything. We made these decisions together. He was the one who enthusiastically encouraged me to quit my job and focus on raising our kids while finishing my schooling. The plan was that by the time our middle child was in kindergarten, I'd be working again, and we'd only need daycare for our youngest. It was a good plan. It should have worked. Except, it didn't. And now I'm stuck, wondering what the hell happened and how we ended up here. It wasn't until recently that I learned the full extent of the mess we're in. We're $50,000 in credit card debt I didn't even know about. We have $50,000 on a home equity loan, which I did know about, but I thought we were managing it. But we're also 2 months behind on our mortgage and significantly behind on car payments. I had no idea. Not even a clue. I trusted him completely with our finances because, well, he was always the numbers guy. He was the responsible one, the one who could balance a budget down to the penny. Or so I thought. It's been 3 years since I quit my job. 3 years since we decided it made more sense for me to stay home with the kids, focus on school, and rely on his income. But apparently, something went horribly wrong along the way, and he didn't tell me. The worst part? I have no idea what he's been spending money on. Our lifestyle isn't extravagant by any stretch of the imagination. We don't go out to fancy dinners. We don't buy expensive clothes or drive luxury cars. We don't take vacations. I cook every meal from scratch, we use cloth diapers, and most of the kids' clothes come from secondhand stores or are hand-me-downs. We've cut every extra expense we could think of, yet somehow, we're drowning in debt. I feel like such a fool. I loved him, I trusted him, and I never saw this coming. And now, it feels like my worst nightmare has come true. This isn't just a financial disaster, it's emotional too. You see, my dad did this exact same thing to my mom when I was a teenager. He lied to her about their finances, racked up debt behind her back, and it was devastating. Watching that unfold was a major reason I was so hesitant to get married in the first place. I never wanted to depend on anyone the way my mom depended on my dad. I wanted to be independent, to always know where I stood financially. But I let that go because I trusted my husband. He knew about my past, about my fears, and he still let this happen. Now, I'm faced with the harsh reality that I might have to drop out of school. I had been working on finishing my degree, taking most of my classes online and attending a few at night. We didn't have a huge daycare bill because I only needed a babysitter for one class, and our oldest is in public school. It's a $300 per month expense, nothing that should have thrown our finances off balance. But now, even that seems impossible to manage. The worst part of this entire situation is not knowing how we got here. We were supposed to be okay. We should have been okay. But my husband kept this from me for months, maybe years, and I'm left wondering why. Was he trying to protect me? Was he embarrassed? Or was he just reckless? I don't know if he was spending money on something irresponsible, or if he just didn't have a handle on the situation, but it doesn't matter. The result is the same, we're screwed. I'm angry, of course. Furious, really. But I'm also heartbroken. I thought we had an ideal marriage. I thought we were a team. And now, I don't know what to think. I feel betrayed, blindsided, and completely lost. How do you come back from something like this? How do you rebuild trust when the person you thought you could rely on has let you down so catastrophically? I don't want to leave him, but I don't know how we're going to fix this. It's going to take years to dig ourselves out of this hole, and I don't know if we'll survive the process. I love him, I do. But this has shaken me to my core. I thought we were partners in everything, but now it feels like I've been left to clean up his mess, and I'm not sure I have the energy to do it. For now, we're trying to figure out a plan. He's going to have to pick up extra work, sell whatever we can, and I'll do my best to figure out how to keep our family afloat. But it's overwhelming. I don't know how to fix this. I don't know if I can fix this. All I know is that we have to try. The thing that keeps me up at night is wondering if there's more to this than he's telling me. If he was willing to hide this much from me for so long, what else could he be keeping? I hate that I even have to ask that question, but I do. And it hurts. I don't know if I'll ever fully trust him again. How could I, after this? I never wanted my marriage to turn into this. I wanted a partnership, a life we built together. But now, it feels like I've been living in a house of cards, and it's all come crashing down around me. How do you move forward from something like this? How do you rebuild a life when the foundation is cracked? I don't know, but I guess we'll find out. Because we have no other choice.